library is a sphere whose exact centre is any hexagon and whose circumference is unattainable. Like all the men of the library, in my younger days I travelled. I've journeyed in search of a book. Now that my eyes can hardly make out what is written, I am preparing to die. I will tell this story before I do. Every room in the library is identical and hexagonal in shape. 4 walls are furnished with bookshelves. Each bookshelf holds 48 books. Each book, 410 pages. Each page, 40 lines. Each line, 20 black letters. It has existed for eternity. Man, the imperfect librarian, may be the work of chance or of malevolent spirits. The library can only be the creation of the divine. The books contain just 26 symbols, though in all the library there are no 2 identical books. And in the early years of my life it was realized that every possible variation exists. When it was first announced that the library contained all books, the reaction was unbounded joy. At that same period, there was also hope that the fundamental mysteries of the library might be revealed. That questions concerning the origin of time and the existence of mankind might be answered. That unbridled hopefulness was succeeded, naturally enough, by a similarly disproportionate depression. The almost infinite nature of the library means that despite the certainty that some bookshelf in some hexagon contains precious books, they remain forever out of reach. This knowledge was, and still is, almost unbearable. The malaise that resulted was to have disastrous effects. There was once a man for every 3 hexagons, but by now suicide and pulmonary diseases have played havoc with that proportion. I now often travel for many nights along corridors, up and down stairways, without meeting a single librarian. Another belief from my youth is that there must exist some books that are the perfect compendium of all others. If some librarian had read them, he would be analogous to a god. It is in search of such a book that I have squandered and spent my years. Like all the men of the library, in my younger days I travelled. I have journeyed in search of a book. Now that my eyes can hardly make out what is written, I am preparing to die.